Hello, guys. Welcome back to another Survivor Series WarGames WWE versus WCW. There's only going to be WWE versus WCW match. So we got for Team WCW in the first match opening the show, Scott Steiner, Ken Shamrock, Buddy Matthews, and Claudio Castagnoli for representing Team WCW going against Team WWE, which is led by Batista, RVD, Rusev, and Ilya Dragunov. The women's match representing Team WWE is Julia, Solruka, Nikki Bella, and Lola Vice. Team WCW is Victoria, Thunder Rosa, and Toni Storm. Now going through the rest of the card. Rob Van Dam has been getting his ass kicked by Ethan Page the last couple of weeks, which makes him the clear number one contender. So he's going to be opening up the championship matches against RVD. See if he can get it done. Rob Van Dam has now held the title for 105 days. Then we got a rematch. After Lola Vice screwed over Trish Stratus, she has requested a rematch, and Lola is banned from ringside, so she cannot make an appearance. And then we got Bayley challenging for the WCW World's Heavyweight Champion. And then Blake Monroe has requested her rematch against Solruka for losing her championship. They were in an all-out war last SmackDown. They were both covered in blood, and Blake was able to walk away. Can she walk away this time? Well, remains to be seen. And then Fallon Henley has requested her rematch for her IC title that she lost at the last pay-per-view against Jada Parker. Jada has been very dominant as champion. We'll see if that continues the show in our fifth match of the night. And then Scott Steiner and Kevin Owens are finally going after the WCW Championship. Kevin is challenging. Can he beat Big Papa Pump? Sorry, that's cringe. Anyways, that'll be a great match. And then for your IC title match, special guest referee I Show Speed. The WCW, well, actually, this is a WCW versus WWE match right here. Ken Shamrock, the WCW United States Champion, is challenging the WWE IC Champion, Ilya Dragunov, who freshly beat Bray Wyatt last month. And then Sheamus finally gets a chance for the title. Rusev was ignoring his challenges. Sheamus was calling him out last couple of weeks. Rusev was ignoring him. Then there's finally scheduled for a one-on-one match. Sheamus was able to knock off the U.S. champion and beat him. Can he do the same here tonight? Remains to be seen. And then Julia Hart, the great niece of Bret Hart, is challenging for the WCW Women's Television Championship against the defending champion, Roxanne Perez. And then Christian has been playing mind games. And these two did go one-on-one, and Batista did beat Christian. Batista has had a dominant reign as champion and for the WWE Championship. Remains to be seen. Alright, without further ado, guys, that's going to be it for the commentary. We're going to get straight into the matches. There might be a part two to this. We'll see how it goes. It might just be all in one video. We'll see how it goes here, eh? Alright, without further ado, thank you guys for supporting this series, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
The following is a men's WarGames match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At rate... Introducing first, from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing in at 232 pounds, the Super Athletes.
It'd be totally understandable for him to be a little shaky right now, having to be the one to start off this WarGames match, but he looks solid.
But even with the advantage, this is still going to be a brutal WarGames match. He and his team are going to be tested like never before. Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
A man, an animal, who has done it all in WWE.
And from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, the Animal Batista!
There is perhaps no greater challenge than the one this man is about to face. WarGames, one of the most brutal contests a superstar could find themselves in.
And he has plenty of cause for concern because shortly after that bell rings, he'll find himself outnumbered.
Well, he's got 2 rings worth of room to work with. But in WarGames, there are no easy answers or surefire solutions. Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
The first 2 entrants in this WarGames match getting things rolling here. However, as always, the match won't officially begin until each respective team is going for the pin.
What is he thinking right now? Hopefully he does not regret it.
Placed against the turnbuckles. Oh, what an uppercut! Batista able to counter. He tosses him over and into the other ring. Oh, clothesline. He's gearing up for something. Oh, he saw it coming. Uh-oh. Oh, what an uppercut.
Uh-oh. Half and half suplex. Lights out.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits 0.
He's being prepped for something. Dishing out a suplex. Unleashed from the cage and beelining it to give their team an edge in the match.
With the counter.
Stepping into war, coming to the much-needed aid of their WarGames brethren. Oh, fires back with a kick to the gut.
Batista with a great shot. Oh, he fights Batista back. One of the most unique matches any superstar will ever be a part of. How does that affect someone in there, Corey?
Well, Cole, it's hard to say. You really have to keep your head on a swivel in there. Not only because of the other team, but your own teammates might become a hindrance inside the cage. I think you have to really look out for yourself first and your teammates second. And a carefully measured knee drop.
Taking things to the top rope. Hoisted up high here.
Take off. Elbow connects.
Oh, stop, stop, stop. Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entrant.
Batista averts the attack.
Better make your way into the bedlam quickly. Your team needs you.
Clothesline.
Batista setting up his opponent. Powerbomb position.
Simple but effective technique to get out of that.
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
Looking out of the ring for reinforcements.
Just tossing him clear to the other ring, warts and all.
Searching under the ring, thinking something there can give their team a boost.
Clearly knows the damage that has been done with the opposing team's numbers advantage, and knows that bringing in a weapon can be the ultimate equalizer.
Strikes with the forearm.
Stops the kick. Windmill kick.
And I think that got me really good. I think that cut him up.
Brutal form.
And he retaliates. And the balance of power is about to shift with this upcoming entrant. Suplex.
Out of the small holding cage to only make way toward the breaches of Normandy. Not the sound you want to hear.
Van Dam is in a very vulnerable position here.
Oh, Corey, look at this.
Pump handle locked in. Wicked driver. That's going to keep Van Dam down.
He's already bringing the numbers advantage, but he wants something more.
Great ducking and dodging.
He just grabbed what could be a game changer, adding an advantage on top of an advantage.
As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a weapon now. Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Maybe looking for a powerbomb here. Busting into the ring. Now it's even. Now it's a fight. Oh, the guy fell back.
Double axe handle smash.
This has been an absolutely brutal display of will from these men.
You can see their flames starting to flicker. And it's only a matter of time before one goes out. Ooh, a vicious shot right to the dome.
And seconds left before the odds are evened here.
Impressive awareness from him.
And he absolutely has no problem just chucking him onto the steel, knocking the wind out of him in the process.
Cage door opens and time is of the essence now. Need to join the fray and even the odds. So dominant now.
applied. Up and
Chop block. Big play there, man. Getting clobbered there, dog.
dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
From the middle rope.
Gets the knees up. Incredible wherewithal.
Batista turns it around. The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor.
Gentlemen, the advantage has officially shifted.
Batista looking to end things here and now. Officially tipping the scales in their team's favor.
Kick to the midsection. Pump handle applied. Wicked driver.
That is going to keep Rusev down.
Shamrock broken in the ankle lock. His opponent tap out. And it's locked in deep.
This match isn't official yet, so all we're seeing here is a systematic teardown of the opposition. He's given up, and you can tell his opposition doesn't care one bit.
Start to the spine.
We know what's coming next. Locked in the accolade.
And folks, this submission will not end things here. Not yet.
Yes, but it will be damage. But it doesn't matter at all in this situation.
And that holds RVD back. Now we have Batista.
Rusev is looking sluggish. Things could be winding down for him.
Kick to the midsection. Pump handle applied. Wicked driver. Glazed eyes on Rusev now.
I think this whole place is shaking right now.
They're literally tearing down that.
He's going to do it. He's going to take the ultimate risk.
Do not let go!
Waistlock applied. Into a gator roll. Front face lock. Nice transition. Look at this power.
Oh, here we go. Suplex.
Be all Scott needs.
Breaks the close count.
Almost inhuman at this point. This can't go well.
Hoisted up, powerbomb, desperate situation, but shots to the head quickly put a stop to it. This right here is how you get it done.
Hits the leg.
Found down here with all the time in the world.
Desperately trying to free the ankle or at least alleviate the torque. Tap out.
Bouncing it all the way to that second ring. What a move.
Let's take another look at these guys in action.
Here are your winners, the Super Athletes, Buddy Matthews, Ken Shamrock, and Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
A huge feather in the collective cap of the winning team, a moment they'll remember for a long time.
I'm not going to advocate resting on your laurels, but if you make it out of WarGames with a W, I'll grant a very deserved exception.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is full the World Heavyweight Championship.
A one-of-a-kind competitor.
The ECW original Rob Van Dam is practically a walking highlight reel.
Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Here comes all ego.
And you can tell by the big smile on his face that Ethan Page has something up his sleeve tonight.
I'm sure he does. That is because Page is a smart man. He's a planner. And once that plan goes into action, victory is all but assured.
Or so Ethan Page hopes. Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Introducing the challenger from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds. All ego, Ethan Page. And his opponent from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 235 pounds. The World Heavyweight Champion, Rob Van Dam.
Just look at all the gold on the World Heavyweight title.
A glorious-looking championship, the envy of all men who don't possess it.
The winner of this match walks out of here a champion. That should light a serious fire under these competitors.
This is the kind of match you can't take for granted. These shots, they don't come around every day, so it's on you to seize the moment and snatch that title out of the hands of the competition. This should be a good one. And averting damage there. Big drop kick connects.
And that turns things around.
Page caught off guard.
Doorbuster.
Rob Van Dam is fired up and ready to go.
He's been taken hold of.
Explodes!
Oh, man, this might be it.
There's two. No, he gets the shoulder up.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
Nice counter from Van Dam.
Oh, man. Back elbow completely cuts them off.
Driving the to both knees.
Oh, and fights back.
Oh, my God.
The challenger really taking it on the chin here.
Yeah, RVD with a very efficient form of offense.
And he's able to fight Van Dam off.
Oh, he lost his focus too long there.
He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside.
Sweep of the leg. Good counter. Set straight.
Brawl outside the ring here. Opponent now getting draped across the barricade. All the time in the world to showboat. And this could get nasty.
Corkscrew leg drop.
Oh, a rough landing right into the barricade. Fighting on the barricade, but now
Suplex from the barricade. Lots of damage done to the challenger now.
And I guarantee RVD will still have more innovative offense as this match goes on.
Van Dam now going to the top.
RVD fired the frog splash.
And there it is. The title's not going anywhere tonight.
and shifting over for the cover. Rob Van Dam keeps his title, and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere right now.
And here's another glance at these superstars in action.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, Rob Van Dam!
What a win for the champ as he retains the title.
A pretty impressive defense. Challengers might think twice before coming at him now.
The following is scheduled for one fall, and is for the WWE Women's Championship.
An international sensation looking to take over WWE.
And the moniker, The Beautiful Madness, says it all. Julia looks like a runway model, but hits like a sledgehammer. She's as unpredictable as both as well.
Dominated in Japan, then came to NXT and quickly dominated there as well, winning the 2024 Iron Survivor Challenge en route to winning the NXT Women's Championship.
But Julia is never satisfied, and she is always looking for more gold, more accolades to be heaped upon her in this business.
Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar. On behalf of the entire WWE Universe, thank you, Trish.
You know what I love about Trish is she's always leveling up her game. Even now, she's adding new tricks, sharpening herself in the ring. This right here is the best Trish Stratus we've ever seen.
Good point. It really has been a constant evolution for Trish. Stratus has never been one to be satisfied with what she's done already. Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Introducing the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus. And her opponent from Tokyo, Japan, the WWE Women's Champion, Julia.
The crowning jewel of the women's division being contested.
Starting things off with a good old scrap.
Okay, they got it out of their system. Oh, not by a long shot. This is going to be an emotional match from here on out.
Oh, no.
An ankle breaker. To the gut.
Move, but to the midsection.
That didn't go as Julia pictured.
Oh.
Trish with the confidence of a living legend, guys. Wow, what a pump kick.
Getting up, but doesn't have a clue what's coming at her.
Ooh.
Boom. That puts her on the offensive. Damage starting to affect the challenger.
Yeah, and Julia put that right on target.
And she's looking intent on delivering something big here.
Oh, scattered that one.
She's compromised.
Wow, what impact. Oh, kick right to the back.
Suplex, picture perfect.
And she kicks out right away. Maybe not, maybe not. The challenger stays in the match with a kick out.
Too early in the match to end it.
Did you hear that impact?
Trading back and forth blows now. Oh.
No crowd these two, not at all.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Set a clothesline. Wow, what a pump kick.
What's she got here?
Perhaps a unique suplex.
Wrist clutch suplex, perfect.
There's two.
Getting the shoulder up in time, but it has clearly gotten so much tougher for them to do so.
Being set up in the corner for something.
Yeah, shot to the gut, stop, stop.
I think I speak for everyone when I say that this rivalry has gotten out of hand. Neither side of this thing has any caution for the well-being of the other. This isn't about who's better anymore. This is about taking out the competition.
Some might even argue that the better side is the last one standing, Cole. But you do have a point. This rivalry has gotten way out of hand.
Oh, the reversal by Trish Stratus.
Answer after answer for each other's offense here. Boom! Connected fully with that one.
slam. The challenger,
The champion doing everything to retain here.
gets the shoulder up after one there.
Not getting to two at this point has got to say something.
What reflexes to stop Julia. Ooh, vicious kick to the spine.
She gets position in the corner.
Trish Stratus proving in real time she's still breaking the mold.
Oh, she retaliates.
Trish Stratus sets it up, baby. Oh, yes, here we go.
Strat. Oh, no. Look out. Oh, what's this all about? It can't be.
Oh, yeah, man. Talking about dropping the hammer, dog.
Connects. Saw it coming.
And queued up on it.
For the title.
I knew she could do it, and now Trish Stratus is your new champion.
Now let's take another look at these wonderful women in action.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Women's Champion, Trish Stratus.
A victory worthy of a new champion.
We really are looking at a new era, Cole. Soak it in.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW World Women's Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, the championship is on the line here tonight.
And in looking at the opposition, I can say that the champion will have quite the hill to climb in this one.
Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
All that gold on display. She's got to be feeling mighty confident right about now.
A woman who knows what this business is all about. Checks and championship. She's got double the gold and double the pay right now.
Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Introducing the challenger from San Jose, California, Bailey. And her opponent from Los Angeles, California, the WCW World Women's Champion and the WWE Women's World Champion, Victoria!
The energy in this arena is palpable.
These competitors know exactly what's on the line. After winning his title, the champion seems to be riding high.
Any champion's riding high. Cole, what do you want them to skulk around, bummed that they're the best?
And that's not what I meant. Forget it.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
And they tie up with a collar and elbow.
Seamlessly transitions there.
Stretching every part of the arm there.
Not a whole lot you can do with a bum wing, guys.
Getting out of that and able to lock in a top wrist lock. Working their way out and wrenching into a side headlock.
Turn things around to the waistlock from behind.
Rotating out of that to apply a choke lock now.
And now gets in position to wrench the arm. The arm being walked over mercilessly.
The champ put a lot of strain on their opponent's arm there. Nice arm drag. Thunderous clothesline. Sit out, slam.
Victoria never saw that coming.
Find some payback with their own reversal. Nice running crossbody.
And Bailey is really being knocked around here.
Bailey needs to bring the match back to her pace.
Powerbomb!
You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a power bomb with that much force.
She got sent right into that corner.
Hanging dragon sleeper.
Look at that counter from Bailey. Opportunity now for Bailey to capture some momentum.
If Bailey was looking for an opportunity to pull a 180, that could be it.
The challenger is getting torn into.
Yeah, but I really don't think the game plan needs to change here.
Averts disaster with an elbow in the midsection.
The spider's web. Here we go. Cover. 2 count. No, she kicks out.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
The only word that comes to mind with them is aberration.
Yeah, Corey, what started as a sporting rivalry has devolved into this all-out war we're seeing unfold here. And Bailey connected nicely there.
Let me tell you, psyching yourself up like that can carry you far in a match, man.
Climbing up, she got something big planned here.
Bailey about to take flight.
Executed like a true veteran of the squared circle. A true ring general. Bayley looking to end this. This might do it. Hooked up. Could that be enough to gain the title?
Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
Just barely more than one. What on earth are we running?
Haymaker after haymaker.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up. Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Man, they're really weighing it into each other. Oh, man. Oh! Somehow still standing. Somehow still punching away. Oh, strong impact.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Oh, walloped by a huge club.
Reorientating them in the corner here.
Cover. New champ incoming. Kicking out now sends a very clear message. Just disrespecting their fallen opponent. And an elbow drop to follow.
Victoria in total control. Hoisting her opponent up. Widow's peak.
Did the champ just close this out?
Victoria in total control. Hoisting her opponent up. Widow's peak.
This could be it. The champ can retain.
2 count.
The champion retains.
Let's take another look at these ladies going toe-to-toe.
Here is your winner, and still WCW World Women's Champion, Victoria!
So she succeeds in defending her title tonight.
What a reassuring victory for her tonight. The champ proving why she's at the top once again.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's United States Championship.
Surf's up. It's Soruka.
Soruka has plenty of skill, but she may be a bit too fun-loving at times.
Oh, believe me, Corey, Ruka is serious when the bell rings. Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
baby. Proof that all that glitter is even more glamorous than gold. Oh, yeah. A star, baby. That's what Blake Monroe is. A star.
Say hello to the glamour of WWE. A woman who's held top titles in the United States and England and showed she's capable of doing the same right here in WWE.
A devilish look in her eyes, as per usual.
Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Introducing the challenger from London, England, Blake Monroe. And her opponent from Honolulu, Hawaii, the WWE Women's United States Champion,
There you see the United States Championship, already a hotly contested title in the women's division.
And now here we go, the Women's United States Championship being defended here tonight.
I appreciate the women trying to follow in the path, trying to emulate me by going for the U.S. title. And I know they work hard. It takes blood, sweat, and tears to proudly wear that title. We're about to see that firsthand. Right here, baby. Saw what was coming. Got out of harm's way.
Tremendous impact. Skull-crushing headbutt.
And just like that, she gets out of dodge.
Nice counter from Monroe.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Oh,
With authority! Two! Kick out at two!
Taking a sweet time to kick out of that one.
Super kick! All tied up now. So much force there.
on this wildly. This could pick up the win here. The champ kicks out at 1.5.
She's not going to be put away so easily this early.
Wiped out with the crossbody. Blake has lost any momentum here.
This relentlessness is Ruka's trademark.
Ruka gets intercepted.
Monroe's pushing back now.
Monroe was being tested and was finally able to get some offense of his own in.
Manages to reverse it.
Avoids the clothesline and turns it into a pin.
She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
She is not going down just yet. She wants to keep fighting.
Tight spot for Blake here.
Backpack stunner. Ruka stringing together a stockpile of offense.
And Monroe is seeking salvation. Sent hard into the corner.
Putting her in a dangerous position. Uh-oh, are we going to see it? I think so.
Closet from the top. Lots of damage done to the challenger now.
And as the damage accumulates, you really need to start being more cautious.
We've seen a lot of contentious rivalries here in WWE over the years, but this is really starting to go over.
Off the rope, soul snatcher. Will the champ make that pay off?
Capitalizing with a pin here.
There's two. Retains the title. Now let's take another look at these wonderful women in action.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Women's United States Champion, Ruka.
She came in the champ. She's leaving the champ.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
The one and only Fallon Henley.
Of attitude, and she comes at you full force.
One of Fallon's favorite hobbies is to call people out. It's going to get rough around here.
Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Miss Parker looking to turn some heads tonight.
You know, I actually appreciate that Jada Parker has a big chip on her shoulder. It gives her that edge in the ring. You're not ready for Miss Parker, man.
I think you're right about that. Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Introducing the challenger from Chelsea, Michigan, Fallon Henley. And her opponent from Port St. Lucie, Florida, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Jada Parker.
The Women's Intercontinental title up for grabs tonight. There's the bell, and this championship match is underway.
Oh, yeah, and this championship has been highly contested, but only one of them is going to walk out of here tonight with it.
Followed up by another to the chest.
Quick thinking, get her out of that one. Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
Legs caught.
Whatever you can do, I can do better. Counters on top of counters.
Oh, what a drop kick. Forearms. The champ is pinned. We might have a new champion here. And the champion gets a shoulder up just before 2.
Incredible. She kicks out before the 2 at this point. Oh, a boot to the back.
The champion hammered away at it. Lifted up. What's next?
Sent down hard.
And Fallon Henley has taken control.
Parker has to find a way to right the ship here.
Forearm straight to the face.
Oh, what a forearm! Saw it coming. It counters it. Catches the leg.
Whacked with a knee to the face.
And an answer from her. Caught flat with the forearm. Ah, that got turned around on Parker. Catches the kick.
Oof, stiff blow to the midsection.
Down with a backbreaker. And now applying extra pressure. This is agonizing.
She gets bounced into the corner.
Countering each other again and again.
Jada Parker going to set her opponent up. Springboard teardrop. And wait a minute, what's the manager doing under the apron?
This is why it's good to have a manager. It's good to have an ally who wants you to win as badly as you do and will introduce any tool to produce victory.
The official clearing the way for these competitors.
From the ropes.
Off the mark with that one.
This might be one of the greatest rivalries the WWE Universe has ever witnessed. This has progressed far beyond any animosity we've seen.
Everything is more painful from the top turnbuckle. Oh, launched off the top buckle. Oh, an absolutely disrespectful act of aggression.
Caught with a neck breaker.
And Henley able to reverse that.
Oh, right in the solar plexus.
These two trading one blow after another. Ooh. The fight is on, and it's furious.
No quick these two, not at all. Just emptying everything they've got now. All this heavy artillery is really adding up. Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury. And this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Jada Parker taunting her downed opponent. Here it comes.
Bang! Crucial counter there.
What's she planning for Parker?
Henley with a hoedown.
Oh, man, we might have a new champ here.
And going for the pin. And that's it. New champ. New champ. Now let's take a look back at these ladies in action.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion,
walking out of here the new champion.
Like I always say, this business is about checks and championship. Stand up for the new champ.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Big Papa Pump has arrived.
Where the freaks at?
They say that all men are created equal, but just one look at Scott Steiner and you can instantly tell he's a genetic freak and he's not normal.
Absolutely nothing normal about Big Papa Pump. From collegiate wrestling standout to tag team greatness to now, Scott Steiner is truly one of one.
Unfortunately for all his freaks, I'm sure they'd love to have Scott Steiner clones at their disposal.
I don't even want to think about a mini Steiner running around this place. Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
The KO Show.
The prize fighter looks set to blast through the opposition.
Yeah, KO doesn't care what it costs to reach the top. Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Introducing the challenger from Marieville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 242 pounds, Kevin Owens. And his opponent from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 276 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Big.
Intensity on the face of the champion. Challenger in the corner, looking more determined than I've ever seen. And there's an argument to be made that defending the title is even harder than winning. Double leg takedown. Gonna stack them up here. Look at
Pin. Kevin Owens wins the championship.
Now let's take a look back at these guys in action.
Here is your winner, and new
shift into the tides with this championship match. After plenty of hype and social media chatter, the bell has finally been rung on this championship match.
The time for talk is over. These superstars are ready to settle this and determine who gets to hold the title.
The champ with the cover. And the kick out. Too soon.
Sweeps the leg for the takedown. Looking to step over. It is cinched in. It is deep.
He just seems to be laser focused on destroying the spine.
Using his leg strength to escape. O'Connor roll.
Shoulders are down. This could be it. Referee in great position. Early cover for the title. Quick pin. Championship on the line. The champ with a quick kick out. Too soon.
And into the collar and elbow.
Converts it into a headlock.
Getting out of that and able to lock in a top wrist lock. Oh, punch lands.
With authority.
He's got something in mind. High angle exploder suplex.
The challenger taking some minor damage.
But he is certainly tough enough to withstand some offense.
Powerbomb. The champ probably hoping that emphatic attacks like that will keep them in control here.
What's he got planned for him?
Top handle slam. It's not looking good for Owens.
And Scott cannot be stopped right now.
KO able to take a stand.
His instincts kicking in and saving him from a further beating.
Up and over with a Frankensteiner.
This is what Steiner's all about. Crushing opponents like he's crushing a morning workout.
Arm wringer applied.
Oh, got caught with a big shot right to the face.
Guys, truly, I need to know, when will enough be enough? When is this going to end? They truly want to rip each other apart.
I think you just answered your own question. This doesn't end until they rip each other apart. There's no happy ending to this rivalry. There is no saving grace.
The challenger looking fairly run down at this stage.
Not a bad shape to be in at all, though, this deep into a match.
Steiner has his sights set on his opponent now.
Hooked for that neck breaker, but forcing their way out of there. And replies with a neck breaker of their own.
Oh, baby, nice waistlock. Slipped in, but nothing.
Pop, 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 right to the jaw.
It's timing with that springboard.
Into a powerbomb. Wow.
Steiner still holding the upper hand now.
Owens trying to withstand this surge.
Powering up their opponent all the way across the ring. That is a lot of ground to cover. Producing consecutive attacks. This is frightening strength here.
Bullseye!
Deadlift. Look at this power. Power slam.
Turning it into the pin.
Two. Oh, I thought the champ had it.
Kicking out of that one with everything he's got.
Uh-oh. Owens intercepts it.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens pop-up powerbomb.
The people came to see the KO show, and they're getting it.
Caught the leg. Arm drag. Nicely done.
Lifted off the mat, suplex position. Oh my goodness, what a pile driver.
The champ might have ended this.
Two.
Scott Steiner shows he's no paper champion.
Let's take another look at these guys getting after it.
here is your winner, and still World Heavyweight Champion, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner!
And he has to be satisfied with himself, defending the championship like he did.
is a special referee match. That is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
I already know this guy's taking his officiating role seriously, dog.
Please welcome the special referee for this match, Speed.
I'm glad we got him taking this role as ref. We're going to need a solid set of eyes to keep him watch in this ring, man. He looks ready, man. He studied all the rules. Let's get it going.
Here comes the first mixed martial artist in WWE history, Ken Shamrock.
One of the most unhinged opponents you could face in the WWE. Ken Shamrock is absolutely dangerous, man.
Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
The czar of WWE, Ilya Dragunov.
The focused ferocity of Ilya Dragunov is really on another level. As a fan, you have to love it. And as Dragunov's opponent, you have to fear it.
Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Introducing the challenger from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 205 pounds, the WCW United States Champion, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. And his opponent, from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 210 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Ilya Dragunov.
The Intercontinental Championship, one of the most prestigious titles in all of sports entertainment. Plenty of battles waged over the Intercontinental Championship over the years between legends and absolute titans of this business. This match could easily be history in the
Early cover for the title.
And the pin attempt is waved off. Proximity to the ropes playing a huge factor there.
What a display of strength here. Shoulders down. Championship at stake. The champion with his shoulder up before two. He's calling things right down the middle here.
He's right on top of the action, calling it down the middle.
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
He's able to counter that.
Answer after answer for each other's offense. Big strike across the back.
The challenger really struggling to avoid major damage.
And the intensity in every move Dragunov delivers doesn't seem to be wavering one bit.
Shamrock turns it around.
One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch.
There's one. Teardrop suplex. They're going to go, I think, for a second one. No way. That's three in a row.
That was one of the few moves that's as strenuous on your body as it is on your opponent's.
Shamrock caught with a reversal.
Forearm gonna cut off the wind. Guillotine applied. The neck just being wrenched away at. Believe this hold feels even worse than it looks. It's a very, very difficult submission to escape, but he did it.
Yeah! Full contact right there. Got out of that whip.
And Shamrock picks the leg, looking for the ankle lock submission.
I'm not sure what the ref saw there, but they were nowhere near the ropes.
Armbar.
With an armbar.
Pin. Title on the line.
Champ's in trouble.
Yes, got it. New champion. These guys feel no love for each other. Here's another look.
Here's your winner, and new WWE Intercontinental Champion, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock!
We have a new champion, etching their name in the history books forever.
Like I always say, this business is about checks and championship. Stand up.